Hi, my name is Gary Jensen, and today I'm going to talk about conducting business in Japan because it is very different than the United States. Japanese culture is very collectivist. People often view themselves as a whole or group. They also communicate in high context, which mainly relies on inherent understanding of emotions. They also really value their family, which relates back to the high context. Punctuality is very important in Japan, especially in business. Always arrive on time or even early. However, time socializing once you arrive is normal because of their high context. Also, meetings might run long because of this. Their commitment to punctuality is somewhat of a new idea, so most people are still kind of getting used to it. Japan is very big on creating relationships. However, deadlines are still quite strict, and many people work overtime to get things done. So they're kind of a mix between getting things done and forming bonds. They are big on teamwork, and often everyone leaves the workplace at the same time because you don't want to be seen as the person who's always leaving early. The Japanese population is older. It has the highest mean age of 41 and the lowest life expectancy of 80 years. So elderly are valued. Japanese focus on healthy and active aging, which is probably why their expectancy is so high. Respect is taught young, and the care for elderly is important. 32% of elderly Japanese live with their children, and 1 in 4 people in Japan are over the age of 65. Children only account for 12% of the population, but they are still very valued because of their high context. Japan values nature and sets a high example to the rest of the world. Japan is committed to mitigating climate change and are leaders in global transformation of a sustainable future. They use many different technologies to lower their intake of electricity. They also have a strong urgency to adapt sustainable practices and achieve carbon neutrality. They also keep their cities very clean, which just goes to show you how much they care about the land. Japan is very traditional when it comes to equality and diversity. In fact, they have no laws preventing racial, social, or sexual discrimination. Japan's government does not recognize same sex marriage. Tokyo has begun offering marriage certificates to same sex couples, but they have no legal effect. So it just kind of makes people happy. Another fun fact is that the government requires sterilization surgeries before someone can be recognized transgender, and same-sex marriage is still not legal. Japanese society is also very traditional when it comes to gender roles. Fathers are typically the head of the household and are the main income earners, while mothers are responsible for housework and raising children. However, with labor shortages, about half the women class have taken place in a paid role, but most have part-time jobs. Most women return to the workforce after their children are grown, but these ladies are not very desirable to employers because of their age and lack of experience. Divorce is very uncommon in Japan, and there are social stigmas preventing it. Formality varies quite a bit in Japanese culture, but they are known to be very formal and polite. The most common greeting is a bow. The length and depth of a bow is determined by the formality of the occasion. Bowing takes place of handshakes in many cultures because of their fear of sickness. They rarely exchange things from hand to hand to prevent contact. For example, many businesses have a tray that you have to set your money on because it's considered rude if you don't. Function, pun, sorry, Punctuation ties into formality because it is very considered to be rude and it's very selfish. Thank you, and I hope you have success in your business in Japan.